Samantha. I want to know a little bit about what you do.
I listen to my body.
The South Indian sensation Samantha Ruth Prabhu is known for her impeccable acting and toned body.
I think my diet is a bit strict.
Is that for me? No, definitely not. Only healthy food.
Once you get sick, and I've been there and I'm talking from experience, it is a battle that can be stressful on your time, your mental health. You don't want to be there.
But Samantha, I want to know a little bit about what you do because you are glowing right now. And it's hard for a person like me to believe that just a few years ago, you were not having the best of health.
I think great change and transformation comes very rarely. You wake up to wanting it. You have to go through something that is either personal loss or a health issue that really wakes you up and demands you to change.
You absolutely love meditation, correct?
Meditation has really helped me to a great extent. I never was this person. I couldn't sit for 5 minutes. When I got sick, it's a very lonely process, being sick. It's not like people weren't there. I also didn't want people around me during that time. So it was a time where I was alone most of the time. So I used to go to Isha. One time when I was sick, I made this connect with Linga Bhairavi. It was almost transcendental that I just didn't feel so alone anymore. I tried to recreate that experience every single day, and I still do actually. I'm able to recreate that experience.
What happens when a superstar turns her toughest battle into her biggest comeback? When life threw its hardest challenge at her, an autoimmune condition that would shake anyone to the core.
It is difficult, but I'm still here and I'm here to fight it.
But she didn't step back. She chose to fight, to question everything she knew about health, and to rebuild herself one decision at a time. From being one of South India's most loved and celebrated actresses to hosting her own health podcast, Samantha's transformation is nothing short of inspiring. What's more, she didn't stop at transforming her own life. She's now inspiring millions by her videos and podcasts to take control of their health and redefine what wellness really means. She's a living example that no matter where you start, you can turn your life around. I've had the privilege of speaking with her about wellness, and I can honestly say that Samantha is the epitome of strength, resilience, and growth. She's showing us all that we have the power to change, and to change for the better. So let's dive into her story, her struggles, her mindset, and the powerful lessons she's learned along the way. Many thanks to the universe, the creators, and Sam for being here today on my podcast. You know, in life, we come across people who will change the way we think. For me, meeting with people on a daily basis makes me change my opinion on how the universe runs. Sam is a leader in her space, in being an actor, in being an amazing human being. And that's why I said, let's have a story on my page. We're going to talk about how this person can be an amazing influencer in the world of wellness and health. My name is Ryan Fernando, and if you haven't heard of my podcast before, I don't think you need to know about it. What you do need to know about is wellness, and that your body is the most expensive real estate you will ever own. Now, speaking of the most expensive real estate, I have the most beautiful person on the planet on my podcast today, and that is Samantha.
Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't ever think that from doing film interviews, I would suddenly be doing interviews on health and being on health podcasts. This is very new.
I think, Samantha, just the fact that you're working on yourself is so amazing. And the content that you're putting out over there and starting your own podcast with relationship to health for people, it got me curious. It got me curious because you can influence so many people to taking care of their most precious asset, not their house, not their car, but their own body. So, with your permission, Samantha, let me get straight into it. In the context of health, do you believe Indian women are doing enough for their health?
I don't think Indians are doing enough for their health overall.
Okay. So, Samantha, what would be your advice to them from a health perspective?
I think don't wait for sick care. It's time for preventive care.
And what's the difference?
There's a huge difference. once you get sick, and I've been there and I'm talking from experience, it is a battle that can be stressful on your time, your pocket, your mental health. It's, you don't want to be there. And I think that's what made me start Take 20, my own health podcast, was that I did not want anyone else to feel that helpless. The kind of helplessness that I felt during that extremely tough period. So I think it was my way of telling people, please do not get there.
Like many people who come to my nutrition clinic, there are two parts. We call it the vain client or the pain client. So vain client is when people say, I want to take care of my health. And pain client, people say that I've got this disease or I've got this medical condition, please help me. The vain clients are easier to handle because they're thinking much ahead. Like, how do I want to be? Where do I want to go? How do I want my muscles to look? How do I want my skin to look? How do I want my hair to look? Whereas the pain client is about, get me out of this hole, right? But Samantha, I want to know a little bit about what you do, because you are glowing right now. You have beautiful hair right now. And it's hard for a person like me to believe that just a few years ago, you were not having the best of health. So you were in probably the pain category of my clients. And now, forgive me for saying this, but you're in the vain part of my client in a good way. But you're making a message that no, it's not about vanity. People need to take care of their health. So a few tips on that.
I think my diet is a bit strict.
Can you expand on your diet being strict? Was it strict before?
It was nowhere close to what it is now.
When you were a teenager?
Oh, everything. I was a big foodie, like junk food pro max, everything. Like, and you thought you were invincible, right? You thought that you was young, nothing affected me. I was always on the skinnier side and never really put on weight, so could eat anything. At least I thought that. I didn't think that it was not just about the weight, but it was inflammation and build up of a lot of inflammation that could manifest its way in many other ways. And everyone just thinks junk food is associated to weight gain, but there's so much more to eating
healthier.
Yeah, it's so much more to eating healthier. So my diet is mostly anti-inflammatory. I know that this word is being used a lot now, but it's basically just finding out what does not work for you and eliminating it from your diet and strictly just removing it. There's no cheat days, right? Like, I don't think I have a cheat day. It's just the same kind of food for me every single day, and now I'm used to it. People think that it's some sort of
prison sentence?
Yes. I keep getting asked this question a lot, that must be so hard. People sympathize with my diet and all the time, like, you don't eat this, I'm so sorry for you. But honestly, it's a way of life for me. I love what I eat. In fact, ask me to eat a donut. No offense to donuts, I can't eat a donut.
I think it's a mental switch also in your head that happens.
Maybe it's also something that happens in your microbiome that changes your pattern of craving. You don't crave those foods anymore.
Absolutely, Samantha. You're very intuitive on that, because research has actually shown when you feed the Gunda bacteria. So there are these Gunda bacteria, and there are the good guys. Now, the good guys and the bad guys are in your gut. So this junk food eating and all of this fuels the bad guys, the Gunda guys, and that's why you feel invincible, because they send signals back to your brain, eat more of this.
Right.
And you never discover the good guys sending good molecules to your brain and feeling good in your skin and hair. So when you're younger, you have the stem cells, and those take care of you till you're about 19, 20, 22 or so. After that, the stem cells say, tata, bye-bye. Now you're getting older.
I mean, at what rate am I losing these stem cells?
So just basically called aging, right?
Yes, that we
So-
know.
So I
But-
like this fact that you are disciplined. You don't think of cheat meal. Maybe you'll do a reward meal of your more affable foods. But are there 4 things in your diet that if I kind of raided your kitchen right now, we would find as a must-have?
As a must-have, you'll find cruciferous vegetables. Like
And for
my-
India right now, what are cruciferous vegetables?
I mean,
Cauliflower,
broccoli,
maybe the Brussels sprouts.
right.
What other greens are there in your kitchen?
For some reason, spinach and kale.
Don't agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know why, and I don't know how to explain this to people that it does not.
There's something called, Sam, there's something called intuition, right? When you eat a food or breathe a air or sleep on a bed or you just go somewhere and you don't feel right, there's an intuition. It's coming from evolution. What I believe is people have forgotten the intuition from the tummy and rely solely on the taste bud pleasure.
Right.
Now, kale and spinach, they're not of the...
What is it about? Oh, kale and spinach.
So probably with you, maybe the oxalates or the high tannin contents or any anti-plant compounds that may be there inside of that could affect you. Every person that walks through my clinic may have different types of allergies to different foods.
And I used to have a lot of these spinach,
Shots.
yeah. And then I realized, maybe not such a good thing.
And if I went into your kitchen and I found cruciferous vegetables, what else would I find?
Celery, acai berry. You would find turmeric. I love turmeric. Ghee.
Wow.
So good fats, a lot of good fats. Cold pressed oils.
Who does the shopping?
Who does the shopping?
You have 2 homes in different parts. So how do you coordinate the food that comes to you? Do you like have a shopping list and just say, get me this, get me this, get me this?
Yeah, I review the shopping list for sure for the week.
And how important is that shopping list?
I mean, you will never find gluten or you'll find... Also, I think we shop from as much as possible organic.
That's
I
wonderful.
would not say that it is... Sometimes it's difficult, but I would love for it to be organic, but it's not always possible.
But you're in control of your shopping list. Otherwise, you then have to order from out.
Like I
correct?
said, like my food is the same food every single day, so there's not really much thought in it. It's in deciding too many things because it's literally the same thing. Like I said, it's a
Were you the same person before the pandemic? Like, would you have only the same food or you had a variety?
No.
You were a foodie.
very, very much a foodie. Very much a foodie.
So am I to assume that you've discovered that your body is the most expensive asset
Absolutely.
and you don't want this vehicle or this asset of yours to break down? And you're kind of servicing it with the holiest of holy foods.
Right. I think I mentioned this before that my greatest flex right now are my biomarkers.
I like that term. My greatest flex are my biomarkers.
Right.
Okay.
It's not my bank account details. It's literally my biomarkers. It's like right now I'm not comparing which car you own, which car I own. I'm like, what are your biomarkers? Let me show you mine.
So if I meet Samantha at a party, she's going to be like, hey dude, what's your homocysteine levels?
What is your HSCRP and ESR and it's like I'm going to
And
be.
how did you come to know about all of this? You just educated yourself along the way?
Yes, I definitely did educate myself along the way. I think great change and transformation comes very rarely. You wake up to wanting it. You have to go through something that is either a personal loss or a health issue that really wakes you up, right? And demands you to change. And I think that it happened for me. So I made drastic changes to my life, and today I'm very, very happy for all the changes that I have made.
So India, if you want to flex your biomarkers like Samantha Prabhu does, all I need you to do is to go to the link in the description at the end of this podcast. I've given you a website called nutritionchoice.in where I have collated all the possible diagnostic tests for anybody to educate themselves on what tests they need to get done. Please get there, please get clicking, test yourself, because you know what? Knowledge is power, and that changes your behavior. Back to the podcast. Please let millions of Indian women understand why weight training has changed your life, Samantha, and why should everyone weight train?
Yeah, I know. I do know that I've been very, very open about the kind of things that I do and practice. So I've been open about my weight training journey on social media. And I do get conflicted comments, like some of them are curious, they want to weight train, but they're so scared that will I look like a man? Like, I think that's the first question women ask me. I don't want to look like a man. And so it's very important for women to understand the importance of weight training, especially as we age, especially older women. And we're not going to, we don't have the
When you
test.
say older women, because we have a variety of audience of age profiles.
I mean, your bone density is.
So plus 40?
Yes. And even perimenopause, even probably late 30s as well, right? These days, perimenopause is starting so much earlier than it used to.
Actually, that's very true. Because when we are at the clinic, people out there don't share data, right? Women don't go around walking saying, I'm perimenopausing, unless they're among a group of girlfriends. But when they do come to the nutrition clinic, yes, we have been noticing post-pandemic, a lot of women are noticing that their menstruation cycle, instead of coming bang 12 times a year, it's coming 6 to 9 times a year only.
And we're not improving our muscle mass like we did before. Like, I can see that change. I can see that my muscle mass is not what it used to be. It's, like maybe 1 month in the gym pushing really heavy weights. This is not doing the same thing it did a couple of years ago.
So you work out 5 days a week, 6 days?
5 to 6 days a week.
5 to 6 days a week. When do you work out? What's the best time for Sam?
Mornings.
Mornings?
Definitely morning.
Why mornings? Is it more that you get your day done?
It sets up the mood for the day. All my good hormones are kicking, and it sets up the mood for the rest of the day. It keeps me energetic throughout the day.
Do you work out alone or do you work out with a trainer?
I work out with a trainer.
Explain to most of us why you have a trainer and how does it help you?
To be honest, because I'm entitled and I can afford it.
That's a really honest answer.
Well,
I'll share my reason. I'm also entitled, but I'm lazy. So I go to the gym and I do a bicep curl. And I'm supposed to do 12. I'll do 5 and I'll keep it down. So my trainer stands behind me and it's like, you have to finish. But does the trainer watch you carefully, spot you, push you? Does that also happen?
absolutely, I have a fantastic trainer. But I also, in the gym that I go to, in the space that I go to, they also have a lot of group classes where I see the trainer is still able to give that entire group his or her attention. And I see also the importance of building that community of people to work out with. I see that could be a good thing as well. It's fun. It seems more fun. Mine seems more robotic.
I think also, Samantha, maybe with your busy schedule, you have some lesser time to maybe be at the mercy of somebody else's group timing classes, which is why when I see all my celebrities, they go. They get up at 3:30, 4 in the morning, get to the gym first thing. They do their cold plunge. They do their berry shakes. They do their protein shakes. Then they eat their breakfast. And then they're off for the rest of the day. Now, these are the celebrity clients. With regards to the athletes, very, very different. Getting up early morning, getting into training and stuff like that. But I think what's good about community exercise is when you miss a class, your workout buddy calls you
Right.
and says, why have you missed class today? So I think that's a nice thing that you're noticing in your gym, where people are coming and that the trainers are giving equal focus and stuff like that.
And also, I think they motivate one another. Like, I think there's that factor as well, the motivational factor.
True. The other days that you feel like, I just want to sleep in, I don't want to get to the gym. And then what do you do to kind of drag yourself out of bed and get to the gym?
To be honest, I don't do that. If there are days, which are very rare, that I feel like I don't feel like going to the gym today, which are rare, I take a break. I listen to my body,
So I want-
which is what I wasn't doing before.
So I want to do a before and after, okay? Before you began to eat healthy, supplement healthy, work out healthy, there was another Samantha.
Right.
When you didn't feel like working out, was it more number of times?
Right.
Was it more?
Before, yes.
So could you attribute that eating cleaner and healthier gives you less mental fatigue, less the loss of energy is never felt?
Absolutely. And now if my body is telling me something, I am listening to it. I think that's what I did wrong in the past that got me to the place that I was in. Not listening to my body, hustling, like constant hustling.
So a lot of self-care has to be there, correct?
Absolutely. You're constantly fighting a fight with your own body, which I don't know if that's sustainable in the long run, right? Like you're working 14 hours a day and then you want to hit the gym, and then because you want your body to look a certain way, and that leaves you with like few hours of sleep, but everyone else is doing it and everyone else is saying that this is the road to success. You have to hustle. You can rest later. Resting is for the weak. So when I was younger, this was definitely the mindset. It was a go-getter mindset. But now with the work that I have done on myself, I now know that if my body is telling me something, I better listen.
I'm really enjoying this conversation with Samantha. But before we get back into the podcast, I want to take a moment to talk about Cookware Nutrition Clinics. In a few days, we will be celebrating 14 years of Cookware Nutrition. I started with nothing, a small room, plastic chairs and no funding. At that time, I hardly had any money and I did not know if I could make it. I had to sell my World War III Willy Jeep. I sold my house and I wasn't even sure if I would be able to pay my son's hospital delivery bill. No one knew at that point. I had only 9K in my bank account. I even defaulted on my home loan 5 times. People see me now in flashy suits, but they don't get what it took to get here. The struggles, the sleepless nights, sacrifices. When you're an entrepreneur, you don't know when it's time to quit. And there were moments where I felt like walking away. But I didn't, because I believed in this vision. And today, 14 years later, we have one of the best nutrition companies in the world with the trust of so many people who rely on us. What hasn't changed through all these years is our vision, our drive to help people live healthier lives through personalized nutrition. We have never wavered from that, and I'm immensely proud of what we have built. If you're ready to take the next step in your health journey with a personalized diet plan, we would love to help you at the Cookware Nutrition Clinics. Now, let's get back to the conversation with Samantha. You're staying in the gym and you're used to that term, which I feel I'm going to use it on my Instagram. Sam says, my biggest flex are my biomarkers. What are the biomarkers you're looking at these days, Samantha, for your health as a woman?
Definitely my hormones.
Has it helped you tracking your hormones?
Yes, it has. It has.
So you're looking at that you're good, bad, or ugly right now.
Cycle syncing helps because before I wasn't really looking at I was just pushing on all days of the cycle. Like, man, it's easier, right? Your testosterone is...
We have just one cycle. There's no other cycle.
And, you always think like, okay, he's like my trainer. I don't want to disappoint him. I want like to keep hitting that 90 kg deadlift every single day without questioning the fact that I am going through hormonal shifts according to each cycle, and what I am feeling my best during the follicular phase, I'm not going to feel that during the luteal phase, and I'm not going to be able to push, and it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? Like, so I think this extreme understanding of health and what's going on inside my body has helped me a lot make changes.
In fact, I work with a lot of female athletes, the Indian women cricket team and all. I will always tell them in the follicular phase, you will have higher sugar cravings. You'll want more carbohydrates. And in the luteal phase, which is day 14 to day 28, you will actually expend more energy. And the biggest myth is that I'm gaining weight in this period, so I should stop eating. And that stop eating is where all the nutritional deficiencies start coming in. And over maybe not weeks or months, but years, it cascades into health problems. So the starting point, Sam, is it is complicated for women. It starts from the first menstruation cycle. The girl always thinks that her weight is her number one priority. So she starts eating lesser. And thereby
the hormones go out of whack.
Yeah. So I think you're right now that you're listening to your body. You listen to the follicular and the luteal phases. So that's really good. There's a morning routine that you do.
Right.
One's going to the gym. Now, what else do you do to present yourself to the world, to get to a podcast interview, to go for your shoot, to go and meet people and inspire people? What do you do first thing in the morning? Do you dunk your face in a cold water bowl? Some secrets about what you do.
I think that this routine has become a part of my existence. I mean, I do it on holiday as well. Which is I wake up, I get a bit of sunlight, I chant a little bit, I do a Surya Namaskar, then a bit of gratitude, meditation. My meditation takes a bit. That bit is a longer bit, not for everyone, but I started at 5 minutes and now I'm an hour and 15.
Wow.
So so I think my morning routine is a good 2 hours and it's not for everyone.
It's your me time?
Yes, it's my me time.
So you do meditation before you get into the gym?
Right.
Okay, so you're
Because my meditation also includes prayers, chants,
a lot of breath work.
a lot of breath work, and then I go to the gym. Yes, that's my morning
Do
routine.
you touch your phone before this period?
Sometimes I do. I have to be honest.
When you
sometimes,
have to check
yes, I do.
schedules
but otherwise, I touch
But out
my
of
phone
100 exposures,
after meditation. Yes.
out of 100 exposures or 100 days, how many days would you not touch your phone before meditation?
Maybe 80-20.
So India, you heard it. 80% of the time, even though she's a very busy person, she's not touching her phone.
Not so busy, but yeah. I think that is the ideal. That is the goal. I think when I wasn't able to control it is when I did the silence retreat, because I felt like the phone was taking over me.
What's the silent retreat?
The silence retreat. I just did a 3-day. No communication, no phone, no talking, no eye contact, no reading, no writing. It's like
No reading? No writing?
yes, it's complete disconnect.
Was eating allowed?
Yes, just the
Uh-huh.
eating part was allowed.
Eating alone?
Eating and sleeping.
You can't talk to anybody.
Eating alone, yes. You can't talk to. You can't. No eye contact as well.
Damn, that sounds
I think.
difficult.
I think everyone.
I think weight training sounds easier.
Definitely a lot easier. I think.
Did that help you?
I would definitely repeat it once every 3 months.
Once every 3 months?
I think so, and I
Whoa.
should be increasing it to 7 days and not 3.
So there is some magic that is happening in that silent retreat.
Yes.
That's making you feel calmer, better, more vibrant.
I don't know about more vibrant, that I'm guessing others should point out, but calmer, definitely calmer. I think there was a certain degree of humility that became aware to me. It's a very humbling experience, because you realize how much of your ego is connected to your phone. Because your phone, is constantly telling you who you are, what you have achieved, how many likes on your latest post, how many comments telling you, oh, you're so beautiful, or you're this, or you're that. So how much of your self-worth is connected to that phone? And without it, you feel extremely small, to be honest.
So the silent retreat is a grounding experience.
It is a very grounding experience.
in who you are and what you really have to vibrate as.
Because we are always fed things, right? Like we are constantly fed what to think, how to feel. So without any of these stimulations, what is the thought that's on your mind most?
And what's your wind down like?
I would love to do meditation
Again?
I would love to meditate.
I think you're like just absolutely love meditation, correct?
I never was this person. I couldn't sit for 5 minutes.
Was there a guru, or was it a trigger, or was there somebody just said, why don't you start with 5 minutes? Or was it the silent retreat that helped?
My friend, her name is Shilpa Reddy. She's an amazing person, and she swears by it. And she tried many times to get me
Convince you?
to meditate, and she did try. And I used to struggle to sit for 15 minutes. But when I got sick, it's a very, very lonely process. Being sick, it's not like people weren't there. I also didn't want people around me during that time. So it was a time where I was alone most of the time, and so I gave it a try. And I used to go to Isha. I still do very much. And I remember one time when I was sick, I made this connect with Linga Bhairavi. It was almost transcendental, that kind of experience that I had sitting there in front of her, and I started weeping, and I was not sure whether they were tears of joy or tears of sadness, but I had an almost transcendental experience, and I just didn't feel so alone anymore. And when I went back home, I placed her picture before me, and I tried to recreate that experience every single day, and I still do, actually, to this very day. I'm
Wow.
able to recreate that experience.
So, we have this new
It's
concept.
almost like being high without the drugs and the alcohol. It's a feeling of being high.
So, winding down with meditation, is there any routine of watching TV or reading a book or playing with? Do you have a dog?
I have a dog, yes. I have 2 dogs and 1 cat.
So, they are part of your wind down routine where you kind of get everyone on the sofa together and stuff like that?
Yeah, they are, yeah. I think they are my
Stress busters.
stress busters, yeah. Yeah. I think animals are everything, yeah.
Do you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or do you do only 2 meals in the day? How does Sam eat? Or it just depends on your schedule?
No, I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe breakfast is like a smoothie, so like lunch and dinner maybe then.
And how do you, when you're traveling and all, you said that you're very disciplined, you eat the same food and you get this surge of energy and everything.
Right.
How do you ensure that you get that food? Because this is the biggest question that everyone says to me, or statement like, oh, they are film stars, oh, they are cricketers, they can arrange everything. But they don't understand the schedule of people and that they are running around more than normal people, and it's really very difficult to get what you need at your disposal. So how do you make sure that lunch and dinner is... Give me an example of how you...
I mean, I got really lucky. I don't have a fancy chef traveling with me for sure. But my assistant, who has been with me from my very first film, and when he came in, he didn't even know how to make coffee. But I don't know how he miraculously learned to make all of my food. So he makes... And I don't travel anywhere without him because he works with me. So he ends up, and even in the most remote locations, he ends up being able to cook for me behind the caravan. He is.
So food is that important to you, and it's like the building block of the essence of how you being able to vibrate at such a great energy level. Like, I can feel your energy right now in this podcast. So have you had days where you're like, okay, I'm going to go off, I'm going to have a biryani, I'm going to have an ice cream or something like that? Occasionally?
I do like desserts, but I tend to keep it gluten-free and sugar-free and all of those things. But these days you get so many good options that are not completely bad for you.
Speaking of bad, water. How important is water for you?
Yes, water is very important.
Are you a person who drinks less water or you drink a lot?
Oh, no, I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. I do understand that. I have this bottle that makes it. It's a really fancy looking bottle, and it's a weirdly expensive bottle also. So I don't know if I should talk about it.
It creates bubbles inside?
It creates bubbles inside, and it makes my water
Hydrogenated.
hydrogenated and
Alkaline.
more alkaline. And wow, that reminds me, I haven't used it in a while. I have to go back to using.
Go and find the bottle with
Go
bubbles.
find the bottle immediately
You have a
after this
different
episode.
I traveled recently to the capital of India. I was the only person wearing an N95 mask. And everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
As a film star, air quality index, how important is it for you?
I mean, do you know, for every shot we have like smoke being brought into the frame because it looks
It's
nicer.
an occupational hazard.
It's an occupational hazard. You have no choice, honestly. And as an actor, you can't wear a mask and shoot, can you? I think it's an occupational hazard. Most people have occupational hazards, so we just learn to work around it.
You know, where I was going with that was that you are as normal as everyone out there, and you have to deal with the occupational hazard with artificially created smoke and dust and everything in a movie set. And real life people have it in real life. And you also have it in real life. But I think what's protecting you is the quality of those berries, the acai berries, the smoothies, the antioxidants that you take, which kind of are literally your security guards.
You know, it never used to always be this way because I used to change every 6 months. I would like, I was changing my handbag. This happened recently, and I noticed that in my handbag there was a strip of amoxicillin, and I remember that every handbag of mine had a strip of amoxicillin.
An antibiotic.
Yes,
Why?
because I would get sick so often with, an infection. I thought that was okay, and that's not okay.
It's very interesting, Samantha. Since you're sharing with me, I will share with you. I recently did an advanced poop test.
I like poop conversations.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't believe I'm talking to a film star about poop. But this happens in my
Right.
clinic, but not on a podcast.
Love it.
There was this Israeli scientist, a friend of mine, and he's like, Mr. Fernando, you have antibiotic resistance. I'm like, wait, what? How? I've not taken any antibiotic. I'm a nutritionist. I haven't taken an antibiotic in over 15 years. The last time I took an antibiotic was last year. My dentist gave it because we were doing some treatment for my root canal. So he says, you are resistant to 7 bacteria. And I was like, I don't take antibiotics. And he says, well, it comes from your food chain. And I'm like,
All.
So on one aspect, you're carrying it in your bag. That is, I know, it is knowing to protect it, but then there's also unknowing. And apparently, our poultry has a huge amount of antibiotics because the chickens are kept together. So they peck each other and they get infections. So they give them doses of antibiotics, and also antibiotics help in growth faster. So food for thought, that you know that antibiotics, not the most talked about topic right now, but like our biohacking, I believe the next one will be antibiotic resistance to be the most talked about.
Absolutely, because I realized that over the just not 15 years like you, but the last 2 years I haven't taken an antibiotic, which is shocking, to be honest.
Which means your health is much better. You're relying on food to be that.
Not 2 years, 1 year, yeah.
So food is your therapeutic intervention. Food is your power. Food is your superfood essence.
Yes, I think lifestyle, lot of factors.
And
I
sleep?
think- yeah, and sleep.
Earlier,
mean-
did you sleep less?
Definitely, a lot lesser.
And now you demand that you have to get your 7, 8, 9?
Love 8, but 7.5, 8. I would love 8, yes.
Millions of people follow you. If you were a perfume Samantha and I had to distill maybe 4 or 5 notes from you as inspirational advice to definitely girls out there. Because you see, I get a lot of teenage athletes coming to me, a lot of girls who have PCOD, PCOS problems, just simple healthcare problems that start with they don't know how to live correctly. Nobody has taught them how to live correctly. School doesn't teach you how to eat correctly. School doesn't teach you how to sleep correctly. School doesn't teach you to exercise correctly. In fact, the other day, my son said, Papa, my PT got cancelled. I'm like, you just have 2 PT classes in the week and it gets cancelled?
Oh no, yeah.
So, 5 notes, 6 notes that you would distill as a perfume of your life to the younger generation.
Meditation, I think, is my superpower. I've considered myself someone who's easily stressed, someone who's stressed for the little things. I've come a long way from there, and meditation is definitely has been a life-changing factor for me. Resilience, somehow I find a way to crawl back up. Yeah, however bad the fall is, or I somehow find the means to crawl back up in that last bit of strength. So I think resilience is a strong aspect. Kindness, I think, I really believe that it's very, very important to be empathetic and kind, and that how you behave to others actually influences your own well-being. I don't think many people talk about that. How you behave with others influences your own health, your own well-being, your own mental. I think I read something where there was this study that a bunch of people who suffered from depression and anxiety were asked to give $5 away every single day, and after 50 days they felt better about themselves and they felt happier. So I think that a lot of our happiness is connected to the community.
We are having such an amazing conversation with Samantha today. But before we dive back in, I have to share something I'm really excited about. You're probably thinking, why is a nutritionist suddenly talking about cookware? Well, it's because I know you'll ask me for all my real secrets that I give to celebrities, the ones that actually make a difference in their health and lifestyle. And today, I'm going to be sharing the best one of those with you. You see, when it comes to eating healthy, you can buy the best ingredients and eat the most nutritious meals. But the truth is, what's the point if you can't get the best out of them? That's where AMC Cookware comes in. AMC is not like any other kitchen tool I have ever used. I've always emphasized the importance of cooking with the right methods, and this is going to take your nutrition game to the next level. It's non-porous. High-grade steel allows you to cook without oil and steam vegetables without water, which means you will retain all the nutrients that normally get lost in the cooking process. It's time-saving, easy to use, and keeps your food at its most nutritious level. It even has a built-in timer, so you don't have to guess or overcook, ensuring that every meal you make is packed with the maximum nutritional benefit. As someone who's passionate about healthy eating, I can tell you this: you can pick the best ingredients, but without the right tools, you're not getting the most out of your food. AMC Cookware makes sure you do. Now, let's get back to this inspiring conversation with Samantha. Because they say people who live the longest, one of it is diet. The biggest component is relationship in a community. Relationship with your spouse, relationship with your family, relationship with your offspring, relationship with your neighbors, relationship with the society, which is the building society, relationship with your maybe taluka district, and then the relationship in that city. So absolutely bang on that part. Tell me, why you feel removing stress can make your body heal better? Because you've been through it, right? You've had a lot of stress and then you've healed yourself amazingly well. So how did you remove stress?
See, I always believed that fear is what drove me. I think a lot of us, like, who come from very humble beginnings, right? Our greatest superpower is actually fear. It's like fear that we won't succeed, fear that we aren't good enough. No, I mean, it's just real fear. It's like real fear, that fear drives you. Especially when you don't have much. Fear to be better, fear to succeed at any cost. So I think that for me, I always assumed that fear was good for me, that fear is what made me successful. But I did not know that
it was causing you
fear
stress.
was also causing a lot of damage. There wasn't, the fear propelled me, yes, towards success. Once I succeeded, I was never happy with that success. I found another fear to propel me further, because you conditioned your system to only operate from fear, and you've not taught it how to respond to happiness and success and and actually receiving things, right? So I wouldn't dwell too much on the success or on the good times. I would immediately find my next fearful obstacle to beat, and I think the body had enough of that. So now I'm not devoid of fear, but I operate despite the fear.
Wow.
And
you operate despite the fear.
Yes, every moment, everything that I do right now, it's not that I'm devoid of fear. Absolutely not. Every challenge that I take up and every new obstacle, there is fear, but I'm not so hard on myself anymore. And I know how to handle it better. I know how to handle failure better. I can laugh it off now, which it was impossible for me to do before.
Samantha, could it also be that, for youngsters listening in, oh, she's older. She's got life experience,
Right.
But has, they say like how age matures a person.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that age has matured you, or it's genuinely that the connect with meditation, changing your nutrition, and just stepping back and saying, I need to reevaluate who I am. Because where I'm going with this is, how does an 18-year-old or a 22-year-old girl tell herself not to live in fear out there? Who's watching you? Because you're an inspiration for so many girls out there, so many people out there.
To probably what I would tell my 18-year-old self
That's
is,
a good one.
yeah,
We've gone back in a time capsule.
yeah, is to not take yourself so seriously.
Expand.
There's there's this battle with your ego.
Who am I?
Who am I?
What am I doing on this
Yes,
planet?
I am.
Am I getting noticed?
Yeah,
Am I valuable?
yes,
Do I make a difference?
yes.
Can I make a difference? What if I don't make a difference?
What if I'm not better than XYZ? I want to be better. But
I think the only battle you should ever be in is with your former self.
right, absolutely. That's when I made the most change in my life. Is when I stopped competing with those around me and I started comparing myself to the previous version of me. And that is something I definitely strive for, because if we're talking about biohacking also, what is biohacking? It's trying to be the best version of yourself. It's a constant need for growth and constant need to evolve. Not just, and when you're physically evolving, there is also focus on the mind and the brain. So you always want to go one step further, because you think that you can do something that makes you slightly better than you already are.
I can see why you're enjoying yourself now. By the way, so coming into the enjoyment, you said my flex is a biomarker. You love training with your trainer and weight training. If you were a fitness trainer, okay?
Right.
What would you tell all the girls between, let's say, 11 and 21 years of age? Because I see a lot of girls very scared.
Pick up weights.
Forget about weights or sports. What would you, if Samantha was a fitness trainer, what would you tell your younger self again?
Again, my fitness trainer, like I was a sort of person who was excited about PT, not to play a sport, but to catch up on studying and on things that I missed. Because
So, you were a nerd.
yes,
Okay.
I was a nerd, and because I heard probably
What was your favorite subject?
history was my favorite subject. But I also liked all of the maths, accounts, and all of that stuff.
So, if you were not a celebrity film star in an alter universe, what would you be?
Something business, like something behind a desk, really.
An entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur. I think maybe that's why I'm reliving that, those dreams right now. Because right now, all I'm doing is like I've invested the money that I've earned in a lot of small businesses, and I'm enjoying the process of watching them grow. Coming back to your question about what I would
She's paying attention. She's really sharp. Her brain is very sharp. She brought me back to her question.
Yeah, I think that just the focus more on physical activity. I think that's why I bought a sports team, to be honest, a pickleball team.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I bought a pickleball team. It's called the Chennai Super Champs, and
Are you also playing the sport a
I
little
am
bit?
playing the sport
Is
as
it
well.
fun?
It is a lot of fun, especially for someone who hasn't played any sport growing up, right? And I know that there are a lot of kids who didn't play a sport, because we've always thought that to focus on your studies, because that was the only path to success. So many of us gave up those dreams, and now when you're going out with friends, all of them have some sort of sport they love to play, and you just feel like left out. But pickleball is something that is so inclusive that anyone at any age, it's age agnostic, it's gender agnostic, anyone can pick up a paddle and start playing. So that's what I love about the sport, and I think that it's a great way to get India moving.
Awesome. I'm going to be doing her diet plan for now, for pickleball. And this pickleball, you don't pickle the ball, by the way. So everyone go out there and check out what pickleball is.
It's not Murka.
It's not Murka. Samantha, I work with a lot of film stars, right? Many of them come to me for scientific nutrition diet plans, genetic plans, the microbiome testing, functional medicine testing and all. But there are a lot of superstars also who are not superstars as yet. They are struggling actors and actresses and all. There's this Bollywood diet culture.
Personally, I've never tried any kind of the extreme diets because I don't think that they're sustainable. But I do believe that sometimes when you have a song to shoot and there's immense pressure to
Look good.
look good and extremely cut for that particular song, I do know that again occupational hazard, right? But personally, I've never tried it. I've always stuck to a more sustainable way of eating.
So the next time you do any song, know this. In sports nutrition, we
Right.
have wrestlers, boxers, taekwondo, and karate. These are all great sports. So you have to be a certain weight on a certain day to take part in that weight category. So that's an occupational hazard. So the science of sports nutrition is how do you manage the protein, the carbs, and fats in a person with the relationship to what body type they are, what biomarkers they have, and what metabolism they have. And then what you do is instead of doing drastic diets, you biohack the small things. Like, I'll give you a simple example. Cinnamon raises your metabolism, but you don't feed an athlete cinnamon at all. But 2 weeks before the tournament, you start taking cinnamon and you don't touch that bad food. You don't touch the junk food.
Wow.
So I think prep is very important around 6 weeks out to your shoot. And that's when you start eating clean. Because when you change your microbiome, around a 2 kg weight loss can just happen when your bacteria feel really good.
Wow, that's an incredible
I
hack.
think one part would be you can do a sustainable diet. Yes, it's an occupational hazard in the industry. But on the other side, you can find people doing crazy stuff. Samantha, how do you balance looking good in real life and actually looking good in terms of not being in a shoot without makeup? What's your secret mantra? And don't say genes because mommy, daddy, their Jodi must have been really good. And then you got the genes. But what is the other secrets that you have?
I didn't think I was trying to fix my problem with diet and all of these amazing routines and protocols. And what it ended up doing was, as a byproduct of sorts,
Best skin.
best hair, best energy. This was happening without even me trying. A lot of it is actually can be fixed with diet, nutrition, and exercise.
Does Ayurveda have any story in your life? Have you ever tried Jalniti?
I think I tried it once or so. I do oil pulling though.
You
Is
do?
that- Yeah. I love
Okay.
oil pulling.
There are a lot of ancient techniques which today we call biohacking. But Samantha, our sadhus, our yogic gurus, and all did biohacking like centuries ago. Like something as simple as ashwagandha and brahmi and shankar pushpi, or just understanding your body type, kapha, pitta, vata. Once you begin to understand it, what is biohacking? Knowing what to do and what not to do, and then getting some small things in as a perspective. Ayurveda does that.
Yeah, the same thing. Like when I went abroad for treatment, I saw them use so much of essential oils, and I was like, wait a minute, there's a lot of this back home. Why are we using it only for like as fragrance and body washes? Why aren't we using them for more therapeutic purposes? So it's fantastic.
Do you get cravings?
Not very often.
But
Not like how I
previously?
used to. Yes, of
Okay,
course.
So let's go down that rabbit hole. Earlier, you ate whatever you wanted.
Right.
We are not nutritionally disciplined. Sleep, exercise. Okay, I'm running at superhero speed, but I had cravings. Now you're meditating, you're working out,
Right.
you're eating extremely clean. No cravings. Why do you think so?
See, I think a few things have changed from the past. I'm sure you hear this a lot. I'm so stressed. Like, I mean, I was that person probably who was like, I'm stressed. I don't think I've been in this mode or used this sentence in a very, very long time. I'm so stressed.
You know that just saying that word actually stresses you out?
Yeah, I'm sure. So I think the mental clarity, focus, energy, and also cravings, they have all drastically changed.
For me, whenever a client changes the way they eat, it's a simple process. Your entire body is made up of cells. And what people do not understand is that Sam may assume that this body is the same. But every day, millions of cells are destroyed and new cells are recreated. Now, to recreate those new cells, you need raw material. And when your raw material is at the highest possible level, Samantha, you have an amazing body. You have an amazing response. You have an amazing sleep. You have no cravings. You know what are cravings? Cravings is evolution saying that you need to eat more fruit or eat more mud. There's a condition in medicine called pica, where women who are pregnant will eat chalk and mud and they won't even realize it. So biological craving can be so powerful, but today that craving is replaced by processed sugars, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, tea, coffee. So when people douse themselves with these non-natural so-called energy givers, they are filling an empty void.
Yeah, I know for the longest time, when you cross a certain age, you've probably heard this a lot. This is me. This is my personality. Live with it. I can't fix this. I'm too old to change. And I think that before I used to agree with this, but now I don't. I think that in my mid-30s, my personality has completely changed. Thoughts have changed. Reaction has changed. Reaction time has changed. There has been change. There have been drastic changes. So I will disagree now with people who say that it's too late for me. I can't fix this about my personality. I can't fix this about my body. I would definitely disagree.
And if you see so many videos that come out of 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds working out and changing their body, changing their diet, it's so inspirational. And Samantha, you're living proof of that. Now, since you're so much into health, if you had to create a health product, that's a difficult question. If you had to create a health product, something that you as an entrepreneur would invest in yourself.
I've invested in many of them already.
So without telling us which ones are there, or you can say which ones, it's no problem. But tell us what is giving you goosebumps. What do you feel is like, wow, everyone should look at something in terms of this product for their health. Like we talked about NMN.
Yes.
And how it's really great for women.
And I have invested in supplements that are making NMN, small batches, third-party tested. So definitely focus is definitely on supplements as well. I also think that, there's a lot of peer pressure when it comes to alcohol consumption, growing up. And I also feel like, when you're constantly asked when you're out with a group of friends, like, what, you're not drinking, you're not having a drink. And, I do understand that there's a lot of pressure associated with that. And there's also a lot of, you're not cool. So I was thinking, and this has been on my mind, to make something look and feel like alcohol, but not alcohol. Like, probably flavored sparkling water that looks like you're holding alcohol, looks like you're you're part of the cool club, but you don't have to indulge. I think that some of the things we do is because we feel like we have no choice.
That socially so apt and responsible, because the good news is data coming out now is saying that Gen Z is actually drinking lesser than the older generations. So they're getting wiser and smarter because of so much of awareness about how alcohol affects the brain, deteriorates the brain, affects your gut, affects your muscles. Like I remember telling the Indian cricketers, you can't drink 48 hours before your workout. It affects your workout. And after your workouts, say if you've done heavy legs, you drink alcohol that evening at a party, you've lost all the benefits of your workout. So I think this is really cool. And just to give you an insight, you do get gin and single malt with no alcohol in it.
Yes, I've heard. I know that there is I know there's even wine now without alcohol.
Basically grape juice, but we like to call it wine.
Yeah.
So Samantha, in your toughest moments, one self-care ritual that you never gave up on?
In my toughest moments, so I write a diary when I wake up.
You do?
Yes. I write a diary, and initially when during the hardest of times, I would wake up and say, my life is terrible and I'm just so sad. I'm feeling sad that this is happening to me, or when will it ever change? Why can't it change? And there was this day that suddenly I thought, okay, whatever happens, I'm not going to be gloomy about it, or I'm not going to manifest doom. So, however difficult the time was, like even if I was tired or if I was extremely sick at that point of time, I would wake up and draw a smiley face and say, today is amazing. I feel my health is amazing. I feel amazing. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And I kept writing that however I felt. And eventually I realized I wasn't faking it.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's one little bit of ketchup I want to add on top of that amazing thought, which is whenever you walk, never look down and walk when exercising. Always look up. Research has shown that when you look down, you will get dejected because it activates some hormones that make you feel sadder.
Oh my God, I only look down and walk because, when everyone knows who you are, so you rather like,
Wear a mask and walk.
so this is how I walk all the time. I only look down and walk. I don't want to make eye contact with.
Because I see a lot of people where I live in Bangalore, and they're walking, and I want to walk up to them and say, like, I know it's bad. I know you're going through stuff, but don't look down because it
Oh no.
activates more of.
Where do I look
So,
then?
One is the diary,
Yeah.
which change your thought. The others, go walking, wear a mask, or look up,
Look up.
or look up. There's a bird over there. If you were sitting in my chair,
Right.
Samantha the nutritionist,
Oh, Samantha the nutritionist.
what would you tell?
I'm being already told that I'm Dr. Samantha, so might as well add nutritionist to that.
What would you tell me to do in life? What are the top things Samantha would say now that you have an absolute personal experience on changing the way you eat, following a nutrition plan, checking your biomarkers, and having glowing skin and hair? So now you walk the walk and talk the talk. You're writing a diet plan. What are some of the things you would tell people to do?
You can't fix your health without fixing your mind.
Okay.
I remember the first time I reached out to someone to help me with my health condition, and that person asked me to also add therapy to my protocol. And my instant reaction was like, just give me a tablet and send me back to work. Don't tell me that I need therapy. I don't have time for that. Just give me a fix-it-all pill and send me back to work. I don't need therapy. I'm fine. But I think that a lot of signals the body is getting is from your mind. I think you mentioned this, that if you don't know your purpose, if you are not clear with your purpose, it can be very tumultuous. This relationship between body and mind. And your body might be getting all the wrong signals. So you might be feeding it the right way. You might be exercising. But if it's getting the wrong signals and it's under constant stress, I don't think that's a very good thing. And many people believe that it's a bad thing to talk about mental health or seek therapy or speak to a friend. It feels like you are weak, but you are not. I think the more you ask for help and the more you talk about it, you're releasing a lot of that negative energy as well. Sometimes you might know all of the answers, which I thought I did. Like I always thought that I know all of these answers. These therapists, I know exactly what they're going to tell me. I know. I'm like, yeah, I know the answers already. But it's not really about them finding answers for you. It's just about you being able to communicate what feels pent up and locked in.
Samantha, the industry that you work in is very demanding. And what has been maybe one of your most challenging physical shoots that you have had? And is there a lot of prep time that goes in? Like, I saw you earlier and like you were like blah, 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 da, 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 and you were memorizing everything. And you said you were good in studies. So one, is there mental prep for a movie? What about a physical prep?
I actually do a lot of action now in my films, like, a lot of physical work. So it's funny that you say this because like in the middle of like myositis, I had to go and shoot an intense action, many intense action episodes, and I think that was the hardest. If you ask me, the hardest time in your life would have to be that. Like, what is the hardest time of your life? It would have to be that. Because it's so important. In posterity, no one's going to know what were the difficulties you faced off camera. They're only going to be looking at this action piece and decide were you good or weren't you. No one's going to be thinking, oh, during this phase she was sick. So it was like it was intense. It was intense to have a muscle issue and then go and shoot an intense action piece.
So that was a difficult part. Any one movie that you had a real behind the scenes fun part where it was really happy and funny?
Many. I do believe that I found my purpose with acting. I love my job. I love everything about it. I love being on set. So if you ask me, I can't just choose one. It is what I'm meant to do.
Awesome, Samantha. If you were not a film actress or you evolved into maybe a leadership role where you're responsible for a country, what's the one thing that you would ban on this planet? And what would you do for girls in school?
Oh, that's just, I suddenly feel the weight of it all.
The weight of the world.
Never ever want to be in that position, I just realize how much is hid behind labels. Now when I have to endorse something, I have to screen it with 3 doctors to make sure that I can endorse a certain product. And I realize that how much is hidden behind labels and behind numbers that no average person can read.
So you're saying the food labels, education needs to be better.
Food and product labels, any kind of product food labels need to be more transparent. I mean,
even the laundry detergent,
every
and
single
the
thing,
makeup and the
Yes.
shampoos and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good point
Lot
actually,
more
because we don't know
transparency.
what we are getting.
Have you
somewhere.
noticed all of those numbers? Like how does anyone read those numbers and those alphabets? It's
Yeah,
like
there was a
N41 and C this. I'm like, ye kya hai?
I think we've also gone to sleep on the food label. We are like, ठीक है, चलता है. Let's it's okay as long as it's not hurting me, because you can't see the hurt from food or a shampoo or a product, even a lipstick for that matter.
And when I ask people, and this has this, and so like everyone is doing it. So what is the point? And at this quantity, it doesn't hurt you. I'm like, if at this quantity, it's not hurting me, but if I'm using 10 other products that all have that, it all adds up, right?
Samantha, I have this one simple rule that I give all my clients, and I'm giving it to you, which is if it was not found in nature in the last 100 years, don't take it. Don't apply it.
Oh, is that the rule? That's a good rule.
So for example, I was asked in this debate once on artificial sweeteners versus natural sweeteners and sugar. So you got these 3 guys in a movie. There's Mr. Sugar, there's let's say Mr. Monk Fruit,
Right.
and Mr. Stevia. And then you have Mr. Sucralose and Mr. Aspartame, Mr. Sulfamine, which are the villains. These 3 villains never existed before the last
Right.
30 or 40 years. So always try and select stuff that is found in nature. But coming back to your question, the girl kids. If you are on the planet, Samantha, and were responsible for leadership, what does the girl child between the ages of 11 and 22 need actually? Advice or some movement or some revolution or something for women on the planet?
To eliminate the shame around menstruation.
Please expand.
I think there's a lot of, growing up, getting your period was like a shameful act. Like your pads were wrapped in newspaper at the pharmacy, and it was almost like you were like dealing with contraband or something, right? Like, just this is something that you have to feel shame around, and I think that that part really needs to go.
Making it more natural in society.
Yes, more conversation around it, more normalizing conversations around it, and teaching girls to really understand that your period is your superpower. It's not something that you should actually be ashamed of. I mean, if there was no period, there'd be no life. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Awesome. Let's move into a rapid fire. Okay?
Oh gosh. Okay.
And
This is where the trouble begins.
this is where the trouble begins.
Yes.
If you were not an actress, What career, Samantha, would you have chosen?
Health. Looks like this is where my passion lies.
Sam, your go-to healthy snack on set.
Um,
Tell me what you carry or what you make.
my go-to healthy snack. Damn, it's been so long since I had snacks. So,
So you don't take any snacks. So just the breakfast, lunch and dinner
and a protein shake.
and a protein shake. Okay.
Maybe like if I'm really hungry, if like then nuts. Yeah, handful of nuts or so.
Samantha, I would advise you to carry an apple and a fruit peeler in your bag, okay?
Okay, an apple.
And a fruit cutter.
Right.
Fruit peeler, sorry.
All right.
Because most of the fruits are sprayed with pesticides. So the fruit peeler helps you peel the apple skin or buy organic apple and then bite into it directly.
Right.
And then the fruit peeler is only a defense weapon for you. If your life had a theme song for your wellness journey, what would it be?
Unbreakable.
I knew you were going to say that. One word to describe your relationship with food today.
We're best friends.
Wow. One habit that completely changed your health.
I know for some it's a bad word. Routine.
Samantha, a morning ritual you never skip.
Writing my diary.
Is writing your diary also a prayer?
Yeah.
Morning workout or night workout?
Morning. Do people like night workouts? Really?
I always thought Mumbai worked out only at night.
Mumbai comes alive at night. Yeah.
And most of my clients who do
But I'm from Chennai, right? I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to work in this city. I was just coming in the taxi today and the guy was like driving super fast and I was like, slow down. Bangalore's only 15 kilometers per hour speed, macha. And Bombay is like really fast. As a lifestyle, it starts late but just never stops. If your nutritionist gave you a cheat day challenge, what might be the guilty pleasure meal that you would indulge in?
I love cake. Yeah. Cake.
Any cake? Gluten-free?
Gluten-free, sugar-free,
Sugar-free, dairy-free.
dairy-free.
I know India's going to say, what cake is that?
Yeah. I know.
But trust me,
So I'm like, I love cake. And they're like, yeah, which cake? You know that frosting? I was like, no, it has to be gluten-free.
the next time you're in my city in Bangalore, I'll hook you up with the best gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free.
Sugar-free?
You want egg-free also? We'll get that also.
No, that's okay.
I've got a chef on speed dial. Chef, gluten-free, dairy-free.
But they're also so yummy. I don't even know what people are complaining about.
So basically, gluten is wheat, barley, rye. You take that out,
Exactly.
you've got so many other grains you can use.
Jowar.
You can use nut powders, seed powders. Samantha, a food combo you love but others find weird. I do rasam roti.
Really?
What's your weird food combo?
I have very, very stable, the usual taste buds, but I just don't understand how sambar can be sweet. And I find sambar sweet in many states. And since I'm from Chennai, I'm like,
You're the moringa sambar.
how do you make sambar sweet? So I have complaints on other people's choices, not my own.
Samantha, if you could have unlimited supply of any one healthy food, what would it be?
Unlimited supply of one healthy food?
Yes.
If I could have unlimited supply of healthy food.
You got too many favorites, right?
Yeah.
Give me the 3 or 4 favorite foods of healthy food that you love. You have it and you just feel like you're smiling after it.
Like if I have to like really, really like something, I love these sweet potato waffles that I have sometimes. Sweet potato and
sweet potato has
buckwheat.
the highest amount of vitamin A. You like buckwheat?
Yes, buckwheat and sweet potato waffles. That's like my...
Okay, I'm going to give you a secret about buckwheat.
Right.
You got to get it from the Himalayas. The Himalayan tertiary buckwheat.
Oh, wow. Where do I get that? Is it Himalayas?
In the Himalayas. In the Himalayas, in Uttarakhand and all. Okay, I'll help you source it, okay?
Okay.
We're going to make its stock price double now. It contains something called hobamine.
Okay.
Okay? And hobamine is a massively powerful anti-aging compound. So there, you can biohack your life with your buckwheat waffles. Samantha, if you could take one of your screen characters and don that avatar for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh my god, I play crazy characters. I wouldn't want to be any of them in real life. They're all nuts.
I can just see your microbiome and your biomarkers like, bhai, what are you doing to
Yeah.
us?
All of them are like, crazy people. Because I also tend to choose the really complicated ones, and I'm not that complicated in real life. So I choose this one. I choose me every time.
If you choose you in your life, and this can be the long form or short form, whatever you choose, if you are 90 years old and go forward and meet yourself, right?
I'll be one cool granny.
You almost answered my question. What would this granny say to your younger self today?
Like which younger self? Like 18, 2 slaps.
Okay.
37, you've done some work on yourself. I'm proud of you.
Samantha, what would you like your legacy to be on this planet?
I've heard this, and I've heard this from someone who has influence. You said, right? All of us need mentors and gurus. I've heard this. His name is Jordan Peterson. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Key Rules of Life.
Yes.
His book is amazing.
He's amazing. And he says that you will find your purpose in the things that bother you. I believe that the path that I am on is truly connected to my purpose in the things that bother me. And I am doing my bit to make those changes in those areas. So I think I am on my life's purpose, on the path to my life's purpose.
Samantha, it's been an amazing podcast with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have, for the first time in my life, done a podcast
With an actor?
celebrity actress. Coming in, I was really nervous today because I was like, okay, will I goof up? Will I ask the wrong questions? But
Oh, no.
can I tell you something?
Right.
Your energy has been one of the most powerful, least amount of ego that I've ever had as a vibrational frequency. And I sit in a counseling room with thousands of people. You vibrate amazingly.
Thank you. That means a lot. My next flex, that is.
I vibrate to the next plane.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
God bless. Thank you for watching this far. It's been an amazing episode and I'm so grateful to have you till the end. If you like this video, please share this video with your loved ones. Better still, gift me a subscribe, a like, or even a comment and we'll come back to you.